Listen, like, yeah.
Thank God.
Okay,
Thank
right.
God. I will go this Facebook alternative. Good enough. So man, I watch and about now people are even on here. But I've not even sent them to all people I need to send them to. Please hold on. We'll soon start. We are starting in a moment. We are still test running few mechanisms. Yes, yeah, that you can also join us on Facebook. Please change the topic of your life from testing to Gbazakwin. It is editable, right?
Yes, let me check.
Please try.
You should be showing. Hello everyone, welcome to the official launch of the long-awaited special.
Did you close the that live for completely?
It's not editable from you.
Immigration?
Yes.
Look, you can send the close. I
didn't share Zoom link. Yeah. I swear.
Hello, can you hear me? Hello, welcome. Please, if you can hear me, kindly go to the chat room and say something. Type anything. If you can hear me, kindly go to the chat room. For our brothers and sisters who are Igbo, because we need to chat. If we have Yoruba brothers and sisters, eba mi lọ sí chat room ke lọ kọ̀ọ̀kan síbẹ̀ o.
Okay, Vicky, you're also live now, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Please go to the chat room and type something nice. In fact, type Gbazakwin if you can. Go to the chat room. Go to the chat room.
This is even my own background life. Una your caption or your caption.
Oh, this one now.
From my the book caption. Leave it, just leave it. Just leave it. So you are not ending this one again. That's my own. Please.
Some people are typing in the chat room that they can't hear. Okay, some people are actually saying they cannot hear anything. Let me see if it's from my end. Can you hear me now? Please, if you can hear me, kindly go to the chat room and say something. Can you hear me? If you can hear me, please go to the chat room and say something. Alright, Wendy can hear me. Welcome. Thank you. Kwechiri cannot hear me. Can you hear me now? Alright, for those of us who cannot hear me, kindly check the chat room
For link to Facebook.
for link to Facebook. You can easily go live on Facebook. Mazi Chukwuebuka Amaechi just dropped a link. Kindly check and click on the link to join Facebook Live. Once again, I want to welcome us all. We're actually behind schedule.
No, we are not. We are not. It's not like us. I wanted us to start by now. So we are not totally against schedule.
Okay, AKZ Miracle cannot hear. Please, if you cannot hear, kindly join Facebook Live. Mr. Obina said, host, you are having a holdback. Okay, we're trying to fix every problem. Step away from your mic. Okay, is it better now?
Let me check it out.
Mr. Donald Obina, is it better now? Okay, thank you. Once again, I want to welcome us all to the one and only Gbazakwin. This is a book that the author has put in so much work, so much sleepless nights, and finally, I'm excited. Get excited, everybody, because Gbazakwin is officially a reality. Please, if you can hear me, kindly type Gbazakwin in the chat room. And for those of us who are finding it difficult, either because of network, kindly join Facebook Live. If you're finding it difficult, please join Facebook Live. Welcome everybody to the official launch of Gbazakwin. Thank you so much for finding our time out of your busy schedules to be here today. I know that one way or the other we are all connected to the writer. And we are all going to tell everyone what we know about him. Get excited. Okay, I'm trying to admit everybody. If you're in the waiting room, kindly give me a second. Welcome everybody. Please, if you have the link, kindly send to other friends and make sure they join. Kindly send to other people and make sure they join.
This step, you shouldn't be seeing this type. Yes, that's it. That should come from there. This is not ever. You see like this part.
Okay.
Right.
Yes.
So you can print them out.
When you get to the oh, yeah.
By like
Yeah.
this.
You like it? Yeah, I said okay. I did.
Alright, so we are going to be making use of the chat room. We're going to be communicating more through the chat room. So when I ask a question and you want to answer, you kindly go to the chat room and indicate, and I will unmute you, okay? So we're all going to begin with an introduction. So please go to the chat room, write your name, write where you're currently joining from. Go to the chat room, write your name and your location. Meanwhile, I'm going to be your host for today. My name is Uchechi Uchenna, also known as Debbie 7. Please go to the chat room, your name and your location. Okay. EM said, good evening, Mr. Lawrence. I can't hear you guys. Okay, can you hear now? Just if you can hear now, kindly indicate. And if you cannot hear so well, kindly join through Facebook Live. Do how to join through Facebook Live. Okay. Welcome, Emma from Port Harcourt. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Please kindly introduce yourself and also let us know your location. Kindly introduce yourself and also let us know your location. Kindly introduce yourself.
Can you hear me?
Kindly introduce yourself. Okay, I can see about 9 people. Kindly introduce yourself. Okay, welcome Faith Splendor from Onitsha.
What kind of caption?
Welcome, welcome, welcome.
Oh, this one, this is
My phone, I did caption.
You can see because it's here.
With the handish. Man, go listen to that. Make listen to that first one. Send that's come on now. I message him. Let me tell him now. Actually, me
Welcome Faith.
I
I can see Ronald Obinna Ekwine. Please kindly let us know where you are from. I can see AKZ Miracle. Please, an introduction would. Can you all hear me? Alright, so we're going to have an interactive session. So I'll be unmuting everyone. Afterwards, I'll mute us again, just so we have a very calm meeting. So Emma, kindly unmute yourself. Kindly unmute yourself. Can you hear me?
Yes, please.
Okay, is this Faith?
No, it's Emily.
Oh, okay, okay. Good evening and welcome.
Thank you. Good evening. Merry Christmas.
You're welcome. Merry Christmas. You have a very beautiful voice.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. Please unmute yourself. Please unmute yourself. Yes, good evening. I can hear you. Oh, Faith. I'm good. I'm good. It's nice to have you here. Definitely. I'm excited. Alright, so I'd like to know, because most of us are actually here because one way or the other we know the writer, Mr. Chukwuebuka, right? So I would like us to tell me a little bit of the story of, how we met him. So I think I'll begin with Splendor. Story. Whoa, that's a very long time. Okay, so can you tell me a little bit of the things you know about him, his qualities and all of those things?
Yeah, he's a good guy. He's a poet.
Okay.
I like his writing, the way he writes, and all that. He's a romantic guy, yeah.
Oh, so you're definitely here to support him, right?
Yeah, of course.
Oh, that's amazing.
I've been disappointed in this. He said no excuse anymore.
Thank God you made up for it today.
Splendor. Hello.
Welcome. Thank you for this amazing introduction. About how much you know him. Thank you. Is MS still in the building?
Yeah.
Okay, it's over to you, baby girl. So tell us a bit of, what you know about the writer and how you met him.
I basically don't know him that much.
Okay.
I just met him not long ago. He's someone that leaves a lasting impression on you.
Oh,
We recently started a program together at Unicorn, so that's how I know him. So we're classmates and singers.
that's amazing. Welcome once again.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
EME.
Yeah.
Oh my God. I think I am
See you.
seeing Mr. Donald Obinna writing from Owerri, right? If you can hear me, can you say something? Hello? Okay. Can Kwachiri hear me? Wendy, can you hear me? Okay, somebody recently. Oh, okay, Wendy, good evening. How are you doing? I'm very well as well, thank you. So it's story time. Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year in advance. You're welcome. So can you tell us a little bit about the author? What do you know about him and how did you meet him?
Okay, the author, well, he has a strong personality
Okay.
and he's romantic and he's
Oh, Father.
compassionate. Like he has compassion.
Everybody's saying I'm romantic. Everybody's saying I'm romantic.
Wow, this is amazing. Thank you for being sincere enough to say this.
It's possible.
I do not know what you're doing
It's
to this.
possible
this
I'm more
beautiful-
romantic than I can imagine.
I don't know. But everybody say you're romantic. Me, I never see, but hopefully you are.
Are you hoping to see?
I am not hoping to see though. Welcome once again, Wendy. Thank you so much.
Okay, thank you too.
You're welcome. And I can see. Hello, good evening.
Mr. Kwechere.
Is this Mr. Kwechiri? Good evening. I can never forget that name so easily. Welcome and Merry Christmas. Thank you so much. So it's intro time. Yeah, you need to tell us how much you know the author, what you know about him, and how you met him.
Okay, the author is my brother.
Oh,
Yeah, he's a brother.
interesting.
And yeah, we met in school. Then I think that was we were organizing the also now student session, and he was very active.
Oh, that's
As leader there. At the same time, we also had initiative producing. We are moving things on I'm coming also had initiative collaboration where we were trying to promote national union of Imo State students.
Oh,
So from
wow.
there, the internship continued, and I've been following him up with someone that can actually do whatever he can to achieve his goal. As long as it is on the policy environment,
Yeah.
So he can actually one day nice kind of potential that he puts down, bears down whatever he starts.
Oh, that's amazing.
And I've always been a supportive friend too, and I'm glad I joined this night too.
Thank you so much first for being a supportive friend and of course for giving him his flowers tonight. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
We're chatting one. Dalo.
If you can hear me, kindly say something. If you've not done an introduction, please, we want to hear from you. Is Uchenna available?
I think most of them have gone to Facebook.
Is Uchenna available? All right, welcome once again. We are officially about to open the launch for, should I say it? Can somebody tell me what we're launching? Let me not say it myself. Can somebody help me? Wendy, are you there? Eme, are you there? Kwechiri? Uchenna? Faith? Okay, so please, I want somebody to tell us what we are doing today. I don't want to be the one saying it. So I want to be sure that you are truly here and not just because he sent you an invite link. So please, what are we doing today?
We're launching Ebuka's book.
Okay.
Titled, I think.
Woo! A round of applause for you. Thank you so much. Thank you. It shows that you're actually following. I'm sure you've noticed that every other person is talking, officially asked to talk, and not the person who brought us here. Did you notice? If you can hear me, say something. Yes, maybe you've just been admitted.
Yes. But I'm not just doing it because my environment is not very quiet.
Okay, it's fine. Alright, if you're just joining, kindly go to the chat room and introduce yourself. If you can hear me, kindly go to the chat room. So without further ado, we are going to start Gbazakwin officially. So we would actually need somebody to do an opening prayer. I would not want to appoint, so if you are led by the Spirit, please, an opening prayer. Who is doing it, or should I appoint? Who is going to do it, or should I appoint? All right, thank you so much. That's Mr. Kwechiri, right? Okay. I'm trying to, master everybody's voices. Thank you so much. Amen.
Who made heaven and earth?
Amen. 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 And of the Son. Amen. Thank you so much, Mr. Kwechiri. Right? Did I call it well? All right. Thank you so much for this amazing prayer. I'm sure that after this prayer, all our expectations will definitely come to pass for Gbazakwin. Thank you so much. So moving on, I'd like to know how well we know the author, because most of us are acquainted to him. While few people got the info from social media because of his writing prowess. I think it was in June, he launched one of his books, which is an Igbo book. And some of us were there, some of us were not, because of distance. So I want to know how well we know him. Who can tell me the name of the book that was launched sometime in June? Do not just answer randomly. Tell me you want to answer. Who knows it? Who knows it? Anybody? No, don't tell me you do not know this book. I would cry if you don't. Exactly, who said it? Woo! Please, if wherever you are, just clap for him. I'm already clapping. I'm clapping. If you can hear me clap, I just did. Mr. Ebuka is somewhere. Chukwuebuka is somewhere, chilling. And I know everybody's excited. We want to hear from him. He's the king for today. He's somewhere chilling. Don't worry. You will see him shortly. And how many of us have read the book Amaechi? If you have read it, just say Gbazakwin. How many of us have read it? I'm sure most of us don't even know how to read Igbo books. Ew, Umu Igbo. How many of us have read the book? Okay, if you haven't read it, the book is actually available for order. Now, aside from the book Akwaja, the author has also written many other books. Do not go and search. Don't go to social media. So I want to know the list of books by him that you know. Being his friend, of course, you should know. Being a classmate, an acquaintance, a brother, a friend for 15 years. Splendor, you should know. You do not know. You're eating chicken. Interesting. You're going to pay fine, no? Is it from the same person that answered the first one? Oh, even a gift. You're going to you're definitely going to earn a gift from me. I'm clapping for you a second time. Okay. I'm sure he has written more than 2 books. Yes, you've earned yourself a gift. You don't know his books. Don't worry, you may earn a gift. You may.
You should know already. Let me update this. You should already know the names. Our both recorders cannot perform. Maybe we should use one. For example, when I upload this meeting has entered.
I know it's up like that.
Okay, yeah, this thing is live. This thing is live. This is live. Actually, I'm going to check for them and then Facebook. Please switch on to Facebook. I think the links are there. Let them come from Facebook. Let's just focus on Facebook. That's what I say. To update them now, they won't even follow. Can they even follow this one again? I was thinking they will need this link again. What do you think, sir?
Same link.
They will need new link for this one you are creating again. Check the chat now. Will you find anything in the chat? It's just that to move over to Facebook, so we all go on Facebook.
That means
It's an error for
join and post to Facebook. Hello. Yeah, I'm so sorry. The network threw some of us out. Please, I think we should join Facebook Live. That way we all stay together. Mr. Chukwuebuka is going to drop the Facebook link.
I've done that already.
Okay, he has dropped the link. Kindly join Facebook Live.
Yeah, please join Facebook. Use the link on the chat space. TikTok has been misbehaving. Zoom has been misbehaving. So please join us on Facebook, please. Use the link, join us on Facebook so we can join others who are watching from Facebook. Thank you.
Yeah. Look at it.
This your phone is so dominant.
Of course it is. I am. So you should. Oh, that is
Okay.
please.
That's nice.
So I should
As soon as it's 9 o'clock,
I should leave so that
it's not dominant. If you just leave there, you can also always minimize to come back and see what is happening. The problem is I cannot even hear myself. This phone is operating this phone, right? Why not give me this thing closer? Now it's Facebook. Please, come closer. Come closer. Come closer. So what is the noise now? This is the noise. Should I wait? I'm the one. Hmm? I'm the one. So okay. Okay. No, I think we should use my phone.
Yeah.
No, this is not. So. Okay, yeah, this is the phone going live. Sorry, I also feel it.
Some people are watching from Facebook.
How many?
Some.
So we can. I don't know if anyone can, if they can hear us. Can
Alright,
you hear
If
me?
you can hear us, kindly comment. Drop an amazing comment. Say something. If you can hear us, kindly drop a comment.
People are commenting.
If you can hear us, kindly drop a comment.
Okay, so whatever we are talking about, we are talking directly to the one facing us. Okay.
Okay, I'm actually seeing the comments. If you can hear us, kindly say something. Thank you, and welcome, amazing people.
Okay, it's almost
Welcome. If you can hear us, kindly drop a comment. Welcome. If you can hear me, kindly drop a comment. If you can hear me, kindly drop a comment.
It's 9 o'clock tomorrow, so please focus on Facebook. I can always direct them.
It's almost 9,
The official time.
the official time. And we're officially starting the launch for Gbazakwin.
Please post on Facebook. Send them. It's 9 o'clock. I'm going to do that. So,
Well, we share a link to this live. This is my phone. Share a link. Facebook Live. Share a link here.
yes.
I don't think we're watching it from here. Link I will use the one. So when you
From time to time, you can disconnect your phone.
Yeah.
You can mention it here. Yeah, so that the sound will not be disturbed. It's 9 o'clock.
Alright, welcome wonderful people to the launch for the long awaited Gbazakwin. For those people who joined before now, you'll notice that we've already done the opening prayer. So if you're just joining, may all the blessings follow you as well. Okay, it's 9 p.m. wonderful people. I'm excited. I'm very happy that there is a Nigerian writer who deems it important to always write things that takes us back to memory lane. I'm so happy. I'm excited that there is a Nigerian writer who thinks it's important to advocate for the people around him, for culture, feminism, and every other thing he stands for. And I'm not just proud of him, I'm sure everybody is proud of this amazing writer as well. And today we've all come together to support him on the launch of this amazing book called Gbazakwin. I'm sure you've not read the book, but just the name, you know, the name resounds, it speaks a lot about most of us. And some of us, when we were young, when they call you Gbazakwin, it seemed like a very bad thing. It seemed like, you know, this is not a good name, it's associated with people, you know, just negative things. But a writer like Chukwuebuka Amaechi has changed all of that. I am your host for today's Zoom launch. My name is Uchechi Uchenna. I am a spoken word poet, a host, a talent manager, and a creative generally. I want to welcome somebody we've all been waiting for. Somebody we're all excited to meet. Somebody we're all excited to hear from. This is a simple man par excellence. In fact, I would say that I never knew that young men in Nigeria, as ambitious as he is, as focused as he is, as intelligent as he is, and some ladies will say as romantic as he is. So we're going to find out everything about all these attributes. Please let us welcome. If your hands are not busy, I know you're using your phones right now, kindly type welcome in the chat room. Kindly type welcome. Before we welcome him in, kindly type welcome. I will not bring him in until you type welcome. Kindly type welcome. Okay, I see a welcome. I see a welcome. Please type welcome. Alright, so from wherever you are watching from, with a welcome ovation, please let us welcome the exceptional, the talented, the amazing, the inspiring, the romantic. Hey, are you excited?
My mother is also watching.
I know. And she must be lucky to actually have a child like you. A child as talented and impactful as you. Let us welcome the one and only Chukwuebuka Lawrence Amaechi. Woo! Welcome.
Thank you, Deborah.
Don't call me that way.
Deborah, thank you. You know, I prefer calling you Uchechi.
Of course, I know.
Because
and I think you should stick to that.
Yeah. The same way I've been trying to drop Lawrence, but then for most people, most especially in my first degree, in Utulu, that's the name. They
know you.
Yeah. They stay hold on to that name. But I've been trying to come back home. You know, we've been preaching Africa.
I get it.
We've been preaching
Advocacy,
identity. We've been preaching the kind of going back to our roots. But then people misunderstand it. People are going back to Okite and the rest of them, but that's not the advocacy. The advocacy is to look toward the things that we should be proud of.
Exactly.
Yeah, I know. Sometime recently I was arguing with somebody, a religious fanatic, a Christian religious fanatic.
Okay.
So the argument, it was like, what are we even arguing about? That do you want Africa to go back to killing fetishism, killing all the chick in the compound? that the Western religion is better. At least they can bring plastic to church. That the Western God accepts fanciful things. The plastic chair, the plastic table.
Imagine.
You can even donate a ceiling fan. That's the kind of thing the Western God accepts. But the African God must always accept the purity and dirty things. And you know, the chicken the African God accept, by the time you kill the chicken, it decays. You begin to send people away from that environment. The God doesn't come to feast on it. So when we preach Africa, we are not preaching diabolism. We are preaching a way of life identifiable.
Exactly.
When people see you, they know you are African by identity, by the name you answer. So that's about it.
So for our Uturu brothers who does not know him for Chukwuebuka, it's still your cosmate Lawrence.
Okay.
Amazing. Now, Mr. Chukwuebuka, I like to call you Chukwuebuka. Uturu people, please manage.
Yeah, Ebuka.
Yes, Ebuka.
Boo.
Alright, I'd like to know what drew you first into advocacy. When I mean advocacy, I mean Igbo advocacy.
Okay, Igbo advocacy is simple. I'm a village boy.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm a village boy. I was raised in the village. Everything about me. Since I was born, the longest I've been away from my village is 8 months.
Okay.
Yeah, 8 months. So naturally, I'm a village boy. So when I go out, I begin to compare way of life. Way of life. When you compare the lifestyle of people in the city and the people in the village, I begin to pick aspects where I feel people in the village are better in this area, while the people in the city, So at the end of the day, when I combine them together, maybe the people in the village, I might give them 55%, while the city dwellers are they'll be managing the 45%. So
are you serious?
Yeah. That's why.
So you actually prefer village life to city life?
Yes.
You'll tell us more about that.
Okay.
Oh my God! Somebody prefers the village life to city life.
Yes. There is peace in the village.
Okay. Do you prefer village life to city life?
Yeah. They can tell us their opinion.
Of course, definitely. Please tell us your opinion in the comment section. Which life do you prefer and why? Village life or city life? As you can see, village girl is written all over me, is it? I do not know, but we'll find out with time. Mr. Chukwuebuka, why do, I believe you have a clue, right? Why do women say you are romantic? Do you do anything special to them?
Well, I don't know.
Okay.
The unanimous remark that I'm romantic this night is somehow surprising.
Very, okay.
Well, surprising that it's coming from them for the first time.
Okay.
While myself, I think I'm aware that I'm imaginatively romantic. Yeah. The romance is about imagination.
Okay, imagination.
Yeah, because I was also raised in an environment where I was deprived. Let me use the word.
Okay.
Did I deprive myself or did the society deprive me? I don't know.
Okay.
But then I was deprived for so long. I was imagining things. There were days we saw videos. We were like, I was like personally, God, when?
Oh my God.
You know, there were times I heard a lot of things and I was like, God, when is this going to happen? So then the adolescent dream, I was dreaming and dreaming, and then at the time, how could I wriggle out of this? It was becoming a bondage, so I had to begin to imagine it.
Okay.
So by imagining it, I started putting my imagination down. So then the people who say I'm romantic, it must have been from what they've read
from your book.
Because some of them have not even seen it.
You're trying to say that you are affecting them through your emotions.
Perhaps. And imaginatively.
Of
you
course.
You might see me and one had him very, you know. But then imaginatively, I can think it out. I can maybe, I don't know. Practice makes perfect. Maybe I've not started practicing.
Interesting.
When I grow up, or maybe my mother is watching, so I don't want to say if I'm practicing or not.
Okay. Now you've answered what took you into advocacy.
Yeah.
So I want to know what inspired writing for you. That's a different one.
Yeah. What inspired writing in me?
Yes.
There were a lot of incidences growing up that needed inspiration. Firstly, I was raised in a polygamous home. There were times while coming back from school, you would hear sound from the neighborhood and your mind would skip. Could it be from my home? Could it be that my siblings are being attacked? No, there were so many things to think about. Then the fear, the anxiety, the restlessness, you know. And then that time also in the village, we were running almost always in the night. From 12, from 1, at the sound of a gunshot, everybody scampers into the forest. Robbers. They frequented our place during that turbulent period. So these moments, I was always thinking and contemplating. They needed inspiration. And I had a lot of experiences in the village. So these moments all needed inspiration. Then, most importantly, I was also exposed to reading early enough. Maybe earlier than my mates in the village. Because then my mother bought for me all those Ghanaian 50 naira tests. Then during holiday, my mother would buy up to 10, 15.
So at what age, if I may ask?
14.
Okay.
Because as at 13, I couldn't read.
Wow. So
yes.
you learned reading in 1 year.
Yes. And then as soon as I started reading, I could read even label. Lipton label, drug label, bread label.
It's getting interesting.
Yeah. As soon as I started reading, I never stopped. Yeah, so the hunger for reading.
So you're trying to say that most village children at 13 could not read?
I wouldn't say most village children, but myself. I was in an environment. Sorry, I was in an environment I was already so comfortable that all of my friends, they knew I could not read. So you cannot laugh more than you've already laughed. Yeah. So I was now comfortable in that state until my mother took me away from that school, and then to new environment altogether. Then I think both the method of teaching there, everything contributed. Yes. Then it didn't even take up to 1 year. As soon as I left that place, maybe within 2-3 months, things changed. And then when I got to that new school, I had to fail the entrance exam. Yeah, and I was also brought down. Yeah.
But then within that same term, I was able to read.
Okay, during the introductions, back to the romantic part. I will not leave this part alone. A lot of women said you are romantic, your books and all of those things. And I discovered you mostly use female characters while writing. You could use male character, but then female could be like 70 and male 30. So why is that?
Well, first of all, I love women.
Okay.
Yeah, I've always said that.
We are feeling loved right now.
Yeah, I love women. If I had been born on earth and I didn't meet any man, I think I could still have survived. But,
interesting.
Yeah, I could still have survived.
Men are not here.
But if I had been born on earth and I didn't see any woman, I would have gone back.
Are you serious?
Yeah. So women are they are very special.
Women, queen.
Yeah, women, queen. They are very lovely. So, and then I grew under my mother.
Okay.
You know, she's been a wonderful influence and a positive
We
one
hear you,
at that.
mommy.
Yeah. So having shared in her troubles, challenges, you know, I was able to identify with the feminine challenges.
Okay.
Yeah, because my father died when I was 15. Wisdom behind the camera was about 6 or 7 then. Yeah. So we were under my mother. So we saw her struggles, we saw her challenges. So we were able to identify with the feminine challenges. For a man like me, I could go out and anyhow I would find something to eat. But then the female in the house, you have to go out and get something for them. Because I could go out and climb a mango tree and plug one for myself, but they can't do that. You know,
so in summary, you are a feminist?
Well, I am a feminist, but not pronounced, because during my degree year, you know, I found myself in a very feminist department and a very hostile
what
feminist
department is
English
that?
language.
Okay.
Yeah, the level of hostility there is better imagined. You know, women, I don't know, they were fashioned to antagonize everything masculine.
Interesting.
Yeah, it was not even a matter of being right or wrong. As long as seeing a man attack him.
Problem.
So from that was where I encountered the radical feminism of it. So I started even naturally withdrawing from identifying with feminism. I don't think what I experienced in Uju is feminism. So the feminism as it should be the advocacy for women's rights.
Yeah.
Trying to ameliorate their situation, trying to at least give them a better life, because they also deserve it. And then I always talk about my village.
Yes.
I always talk about my village. Like in Amaechi, what inspired that Amaechi in particular? Yeah. I met, there was a woman, a widow. After the husband died, a month, 2, 3, 4, 5, the man had not been buried, and the woman could not go out to fend for herself, to look for something to eat, because culture stipulates that this woman has to stay back. Yeah, she's mourning. She has to stay back until the husband is buried, and nobody cares if this woman who stays back eats or not. And that woman was struggling and she was suffering. In number of occasions, my mother sent food to her. You know, so that was also how I came to know about her challenges. And then she's not the only one. But then maybe if a wife should die, after a day, 2, 3, when you visit the home, then you see the man and his friends. Maybe they're already playing drafts. You know, I think you see them in such a mood, you wouldn't even fathom if they are mourning or they are just sitting back. So those are things I think I'm not comfortable with, and those aided my advocacy for women's rights. Men can already fight for their own rights, while women need extra voice.
I think we need to talk about that.
Okay.
I think we need to. Now, I will try to make this the last question on your romantic side.
Are you still there?
So you tend to create more of romantic scenes, especially your posts on Facebook.
Okay.
Why?
Okay, post on Facebook. Number one is this. If you check social media, I think romance captures attention. It's more engaging. I think also people might be deprived like I was deprived. Is it even worse? Am I not even still deprived? Okay. I have to think about it. So you see, like
so this is like romantic advocacy.
No.
Okay.
In Africa, we live a communal life, unlike the Western world where people live individual life. You can now go and buy dog and make it a friend, so that you spend the days, the hours, the moments inside the room with a dog. While we still live a communal life, but then the emergence of social media has sent people back inside the room. There are people now who no longer go out. They sit in, they press phone. While you continue to press phone, there are emotions running around you. You see, so there are times, if it is possible for a woman to just grab her phone and begin to call a man, she will do so. The same goes for the men. It is possible to just pick up your phone and call somebody to just come and join you, because you are idle and you are fixated on things happening on social media. Sometimes anxiety, pressure, the rest of them, and then all of a sudden there are pent-up feelings. So you need to let it go. So when I cannot do so, I can only imagine it, and then I can write them. So writing them, there are other people who are also equally imagining the same thing.
Yeah.
What now happened? They now relate with me. They now come in consonance with my idea.
Okay.
They now enjoy my idea. And then you see, each time, though I stopped writing when once I went to our meeting, Association of Nigerian Authors, our reading. So I fetched one of the romantic things I've written. After reading that, it happened at ABC Chukwuebuka's place. They are from ABC Chukwuebuka, the first person that wrote, I think, a drama in Igbo language in Nigeria. No. Let me not quote wrongly. Let me leave it. But he's one of the first people that wrote a drama, either in Igbo language or so. Yeah. Then they criticized it in a way I felt about. One of the words they use is that this romantic thing can corrupt the young man. I said, but it is not for the young man. They said, how can you prevent the young from reading it? So when the argument was so rife, I decided to allow it. But then, maybe I'm also contemplating. I think I have more readership in that romantic terrain than these other ones. I think Akwaja, even from Facebook alone, my friends who have read Akwaja, they are not up to 20%. But if it were to be one romantic fiction, you see them devouring it. So
I guess we'll decide tonight if this romantic, package that has been under carpet will come out again. We will decide. All right, Mr. Chukwuebuka.
Yeah.
How many books have you written in a whole?
If we should include Gbazakwin, it is 7.
Okay, published.
Yeah, published.
Okay, but there are also books that are unpublished.
Yes, a lot of them. Even if you check Seller, I have Seller account where I publish online. If you check my Seller account, most of the works I have there have not been published.
Okay.
So for published works, I have 7.
Okay, before the end of this, you're going to all get access to the seller profile. Gang. Now this is the big one. So today we are launching Gbazakwin, right? So Mr. Chukwuebuka, when you were writing Gbazakwin, who was in your mind? Who did you think of, and to whom did you dedicate this amazing book?
Okay, I started Gbazakwin 2 months after Akwaja.
Okay.
Immediately after Akwaja, I wrote a drama.
Okay.
The title, The Comrade. I was already promoting it on Facebook and other social media handles before the idea for Gbazakwin came.
Okay.
And it was in one of the days I was in my Oga's office at Pablo Road. My Oga is Honorable
Izala Ferdinand Akalon, Special Advisor to the Governor of Secondary Education Management Board. So that day I was in his office. He had not arrived. So I was reading this book. You can see this book here. The Oral Performance in Africa. Yeah, and Mr. Mbemejele, one workhead, gave it to me to read. So while I was reading it, I was also good, seeing things I've read in the past. Like there, I encountered the Sunjata epic. I encountered the Ozidi saga. So it was in that moment I contemplated writing an epic story that could also feature the younger ones. You know, if you read the Ozidi saga, if you read the Sunjata window epic, there are a lot of epics. You see that they are still adult kind of literature. That the young ones cannot easily get themselves acquainted with the storyline. So I contemplated writing the kind of epic the young can also read, most especially people in secondary school, maybe from senior to junior secondary school, depending on the school that wants to use it. So it was that moment, the idea to develop Gbazakwin. Then I started creating the first draft, second draft. I started changing. The Gbazakwin wasn't even the first name I gave the work. I was giving a lot of names, a lot of character. I would sleep and wake up and feel like this one is more, this one is more catchy. Until I came about, until I remember the word Gbazakwin. I remember also when we were young, the people they called Gbazakwin. But then, growing up, I also remember when somebody would call you when we were in school. All this I too know. You know, when people call you I too know, as a young man, you are so worried.
You are so worried.
But then naturally you begin to know. At this age, I begin to wonder: is it that you don't know, and people are saying you too know? But before people would call you I too know, that is to say you know. So it's a title you should probably hold on to, so that people do not blackmail you emotionally to drop in a very good attribute of you.
Yeah.
That's how I now saw the Gbazakwin of a thing. If you're Gbazakwin, you know, there are people who are timid and nobody is blackmailing them.
Yeah.
So if you are opposite of timid, now you are, let's say you are showy, you are outgoing. I also do not think it's a negative attribute. That's how I decided to now change what we knew Gbazakwin to be to what I think it should be. Instead of being the little girl we call Gbazakwin and she will stop her performance
And cry.
Gbazakwin should be one that when we call the person Gbazakwin, he or she should be proud of it.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
So that's how it came about.
Wow. Thank you so much. One thing I like about you is the fact that you always know how to storytell us to understand everything you mean, irrespective of the fact that you use, you know, your big grammar. For those on Facebook, right? Most of us are, not most of us, most of the people watching are either older people, you know, our mommies and daddies. But then I love the way you always bring everything together to make us all understand. Now the truth of the matter is that every writer needs one major thing, one important thing, and I'm sure that Mr. Chukwuebuka is not different, right? And that is what we call support. And I want to say a very big thank you to everybody here, because for you to be here already, it's a huge part. It's showing that you love him, that you support whatever he's doing. But it's not enough to, you know, attend and clap and all of those things. I'm sure you can see these amazing books here. Yes, they need to be read. And who would read them? Of course, it's you. So, Mr. Ebuka, I want to know, because a lot of people would want to buy these books. How do they get it?
Okay, the hard copy, like I promised, as I've been announcing and updating, I said if you pay, most especially for those in Owerri, tomorrow I am delivering all of them myself. I'm taking them to doorsteps in Owerri. So if you are living anywhere outside of Owerri, if I don't have someone who will receive them there, I will do the maybe directly to you. Alternatively, I've created a PDF version for people who would want the book today.
And
as soon as their hard copy will still wait for them.
Okay.
But then I will send them the soft for them to read until we meet for the hard copy. So that is how it is.
Okay. Now, in as much as we don't want the full detail to be disclosed, can you give us a glimpse about Gbazakwin? Just a glimpse.
The glimpse about Gbazakwin.
Yes.
First of all is that in this Gbazakwin, well, it's one of the things I've written that gives me a very profound hope. I think it's a standard first. So I wouldn't want to go into giving a synopsis of my work, like breaking it or reviewing my own work. But then in Gbazakwin, you meet yourself. Every individual who reads Gbazakwin meets himself or herself. If you are looking at yourself as a hero, you meet a heroic version of you.
Wow.
Yeah, if you're looking at yourself as someone who is easily scared, a lachrymose, one who breaks into cries. I don't know if Mr. Cyprian is watching. Mr. Cyprian should be watching from Germany. I think he popularized lachrymose when we were in school. I've forgotten who wrote that book, but then lachrymose, one who is always willing to cry, who wants to be pitied. So if you are such a person, you also meet yourself
in Gbazakwin.
Because it's an adventure. It's a family adventure. The husband goes on an adventure as well. But then for many years he fails to return. So the wife has to assemble the children for them to go in search of the man. So that's the adventure. So it's a story of what these people encounter in the course of searching for the man, who I choose to withhold the name, so that when people read, they find out the man's name. So that is about
Gbazakwin.
Yeah.
Wow, this is amazing. I'm thrilled and I'm excited as well. And I know you're all excited. Mr. Ebuka, is this book safe for school children?
Yes. Yes.
So any educational level can actually read and consume Gbazakwin?
Exactly.
Wow, amazing. Now this is where it comes into play. If you're watching and you're a teacher, or you hold any official position in a school, or you have a link, the best thing you can do to any student or any child at all that you know is to get them a copy of this book. This is a book that would take them on a further adventure to discovering themselves and giving them back their confidence. Is that correct?
Yes.
Amazing. Now we are going into the main business officially. I know that I did not do a background introduction about Mr. Chukwuebuka, but I'm leaving that to be the last on our list. So please do not go off, keep following. It's Gbazakwin o'clock. Alright, the next thing on our list is the book launch proper. We already know who Mr. Chukwuebuka is, one of Nigeria's best writers, who has committed himself to advocating and impacting the lives of young people. I'm sure he's a bit surprised, but this is the review I've gotten from a lot of people, and I'm happy and excited that such a person did not take Japa as an option. You know, a lot of youth, everybody wants to just travel and travel, but we forget that everything we want is in the country. So thank you, Mr. Chukwuebuka. You're welcome. Now, I'm making this offer personally Mr. Chukwuebuka has 7 other books, excluding Gbazakwin, right?
I know, it's Gbazakwin. Gbazakwin makes it 7.
Okay, including Gbazakwin, 7 other books. Now, just for tonight, you'll be having access to 7 of his books. 7 amazing books. You can read, you can give to your loved ones, you can give to your children. But before I let you know how much you'll be getting it for, let's go into Gbazakwin launch proper. If you're ready, please type, I'm excited. I want to be sure that a lot of us are following. If you are following, please. Okay. If you are following, please type, I am following. Or type, I'm ready, I'm excited. If you are following, kindly type something. I'm sure he's excited as well. Mr. Chukwuebuka, I hope you're excited. Small. This is the time for you to see those who really love you and those who actually came here for you. If you are following, kindly say, I am excited. I will not continue until you are excited. If you are following, kindly type, I am excited. If you are following, kindly type, I am excited. how much you want to launch with, or should I go ahead? And when I go ahead, you must comply. Okay, I'm reading the comments. And when I go ahead, you must comply. Which do we suggest? Which option do we suggest? Okay, someone is typing. Which option works best for us? It looks like the first option will be going with it because I know the billionaires neighbor. It looks like we will be going with the first option because I am not seeing your comments. Which option should we go with? Okay, somebody is typing. I think Mr. Chukwuebuka's option is going to be the best. Love Amaechi is launching Gbazakwin with the sum of 5,000 naira. Thank you so much, ma'am. Thank you so much. This support means a lot to Mr. Chukwuebuka. You're definitely going to get your book from tomorrow. Thank you so much. So we're officially going with the option of dropping how much you want to launch with on the comment section. The launch for Gbazakwin is officially open.
The account number is there.
The account number is actually in the comment sections. Kindly make a transfer. If possible, send us the proof of payment now. Thank you so much. It's still Gbazakwin o'clock. Please drop the amount you will be launching with on the comment section. Make a transfer. The account number is right there in the comments. And of course, drop us a proof of payment. Thank you so much, Mrs. Love Amaechi. Kindly let us know how much you would be launching Gbazakwin for. And of course, make a transfer. Send us the proof of payment in the comment section. I'm excited. It looks like Gbazakwin is taking a hold of me because I do not get it anymore. Okay. Mr. Chukwuebuka, are you sure you did not put anything inside this book?
I did.
Are you sure? Because my body don't do me baza.
Man, do you,
Please, it's Gbazakwin o'clock. I'm officially launching the amazing book by the amazing Chukwuebuka Amaechi. Kindly drop in the comment section how much you want to be launching. Please make a transfer, send us a proof of payment. The account number is already in the comment section. 0074 975094. Union Bank, Chukwuebuka, Law, Amaechi. I want to hear from everybody because I know the support is massive. A lot of people are watching. I want to hear from everybody. Mr. Chukwuebuka, can I show them or do you want them to see?
You can show them.
Okay.
Show them.
So in 3, 2, 1. In 3, 2, 1. Are you ready? Are you ready? Woo! Somebody pop champagne. Amazing. So this is the book cover for Gbazakwin. This is looking like me. This is the official cover for Gbazakwin. And this is a book you cannot afford to miss. This is a book you cannot afford not to read. Your children need this book. Your students need this book. And you know it's Christmas, it's the season of love now. Don't you want to show them that you love them? Get them a copy of Gbazakwin.
How many pages? Gbazakwin is 116 pages. 116 pages.
In 3 hours.
116 pages. For a fast reader, there are people who would read this for 1 week.
Okay.
But for a fast reader, this is 116 pages. So it's something you can finish. Okay? While I...
Very, very sweet. This is like, what's the sweetest Igbo food?
Apple.
And what?
Apple.
Wow. Okay.
If you ask me to choose 3 Igbo delicacies, I will choose apple number 1 and apple number 2, and I will still choose apple number 3.
Interesting.
For example, if I go 2 days without eating apple, my body will be doing me like I want to faint.
So I remember he said earlier that he's a village man.
Yes,
So
village man.
this is crowning it all. Okay, so Gbazakwin is as sweet as in his voice. Apple. And what soup?
You can leave. Olubo.
Okay. So our mommies can understand and our daddies as well.
Yeah.
So while the launch for Gbazakwin goes on, I would want us to know who this amazing man is, this amazing writer that is making women go crazy, that is sweeping our fine girls off their feet. Let us get to know who this hero is, this Gbazakwin. Are you ready? Okay, so this description is actually befitting, and for it to be befitting, it has to be long. Makonye we have to rogologo. So okay, so I'm sure you're actually up to 6 feet. Am I right? Are you up to 6 feet?
Close to the beam.
So the description has to, be long as well. So about the author, while we're reading about the author, please kindly let us know how much you will be launching Gbazakwin for. Let us know in the comments. The account number is in the comment section. Do well to make a transfer. Send in a proof of payment. I know that he has people who love him. So by the end of today, I want to hear that the first official launch for Gbazakwin raised at least 10 million naira. Opekatampe. 10 million naira. So when somebody is telling me that they want to launch Gbazakwin for 1 million, it's not going to be a surprise, because it's Gbazakwin officially, right?
Gbazakwin o'clock.
Gbazakwin o'clock. I'm sure you also watching your Gbazakwin, one way or the other. It's either somebody made you hide it, or somebody talked you into taking yourself into a shell, or you are representing officially. Yes, I know a lot of us are representing. Some of us, you know, are about to come out of our shell. Whether you're representing or trying to come out of your shell, this is the book for you. This is the go-to book. So while we're reading about the author, make sure the lunch goes on. All right, about the author. Educational background. Like I said, it's long because the owner is a very tall man, so you permit me to read. Chukwuebuka Amaechi was born, according to him, in their house in Umuoduku Umuchoke, Umuolu, Isu Ancient Kingdom, Wangele LGA, Imo State. Ndị Wangele kwenu.
Woo!
Kwenu.
Woo!
Kwezono. And I noticed that everything is umu. Beside Bukiga Mukumo Debu.
Exactly.
You say it in your eye.
In my eye.
Interesting.
In my
I think that's the next thing we'll be looking out for.
In my eye.
Come on.
Plenty children.
He had his primary school at Community Primary School, Umuolu, Isu, and St. Monica's International Primary School, Unkwere. So it's not just Wangele. Unkwere people also raised him, not be so?
Yeah.
So in Unkwere, Kwenu.
On behalf of them.
He had his secondary school education at St. Monica's International Secondary School, Unkwere, and Community Secondary School, Abaja in Wangele LGA. After secondary school, he attended Shorebirds Academy. That is to say, he is a shorebird. Bank Road and Wedru Road. He read English language and literature in Abia State University, Uturu, where he graduated with a second-class upper division. Oh my God. Now we see where his writing prowess comes from. It's not easy. It is not easy. It is not easy. Study English and literature. Graduate with a second-class upper division. He is currently pursuing his master's degree program in language at the University of Port Harcourt. This is to tell you that the man that made us gather here today is a person of vision. He's a person that wants more out of life constantly. He is not stopping and he's not quitting anytime soon. And he is never even quitting anytime ever. He taught English language and literature at Victory High School, Ezira, if I get it right. If I do not, permit me.
Right.
Okay, Orumba South, Anambra State, during National Youth Service Year in 2001 to 2022. Former senior English language and literature teacher, Calvary International Secondary School, Oji, Owerri, Imo State. He was an auxiliary teacher, Community Secondary School, Umudurunna, Aba, Wangele, LGA. Published literary works. Before inauguration in 2013. Before inauguration was published in 2013. Wow, that is a long time. You're not a baby writer. You are a great writer. Better Pikin in 2014. If you're a Better Pikin and you've not read this book, I do not know what's keeping you. Maybe you did not know, but now I'm telling you, go and read Better Pikin. It's one of the most interesting books, of course, after Gbazakwin. The next book is In the Long Run. This is a drama, and it was written in 2018. Another amazing book by this wonderful author is Ikemba the Wrestler and Other Stories, which was written in 2019. The next book you should read by Chukwuebuka Amaechi is The Tortoise and the Wild Animals and Other Stories, Mr. Chukwuebuka, I remember when we were young, we say it's tortoise.
You can say, but then when you call it tortoise, it has a very special effect. Can't you see? Tortoise. Tortoise. It sounds homely. It sounds like it's part of us. Tortoise. It's our tortoise. But when you call it tortoise,
it's their tortoise.
No. It's so shiny. If you call it tortoise, it cannot be as cunning as tortoise. Tortoise is cunning. Tortoise is just maybe a pet.
So tortoise is for Gbazakwin.
But tortoise.
Oh yeah? Okay, tortoise.
Tortoise.
Okay, please go and read the tortoise, the wild animals and other stories. I can't believe I'm the one saying this. Tortoise. Okay. Now the next book, this one was actually unveiled this year, 2023, and the same year another book is being unveiled. Isn't this amazing? Isn't this exciting? Isn't this surprising? Now the next book, which is actually unveiled in June 2023, is Akwaja. A lot of us were there, and I want to say a very big thank you to everybody who was there. It was a very wonderful location. I was excited, I was surprised, I was happy, I was everything good. Akwaja was successful, and today again, Gbazakwin will be successful, is successful. Now these are journals written by him. Journals are actually called Iba, right?
No, in the journal, like
okay.
the compilation.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, the compilation is called Iba. We all learn every day. I've learned a new one. So the compilation is called Iba. The first one is, it's called the Digest of Literati.
Yeah, that's another journal.
Interesting. This one is full of surprises. A Dinner of Dawn, which is a short story. We also have adaptation of Robert Browning's My Last Duchess. Now this one is a poem. So if you're a lover of poetry and you've not read this one, I do not know what you're waiting for. The next one is Ocean Can Swallow. This one is also a poem. Wow. Just the titles alone would make you, okay, I want to read it. I want to read it. And I'm sure if you read it, it's definitely going to watch your time. Trust me. Another one which you should go to is Marriage View from a Distance. How come you wrote this book without being married?
That's why it's from a distance.
Okay.
Yeah. You see, that's why I have to take the view from
a distance.
Yeah, far removed distance.
Okay.
Yeah.
So everybody needs to read this book. If you're not married, it's not an excuse because the writer is not married. That's even the more reason why you should, go to this one.
Yeah, you read it before you marry.
From a distance. Okay, read before you marry.
Before you marry, yeah.
Our married people, you can also
because
read.
if you are not married now, you are still married from a distance.
Exactly. Now another one is Waiters. You should read Waiters. Waiters as in wait. We are all waiting.
Yeah, we are all waiting.
Interesting. Now another amazing poem you should go to by Chukwuebuka, Amaechi, Lawrence is Clappers. Is it this kind of clappers?
Yes.
Do you know why I love the titles? Because they resonate so much. So what inspires your titles?
Well, the resemblance to reality. Yeah, the kinship they share with the human circumstance. For example, that clapper, I think I wrote it in a political era.
Okay.
During the electionary period.
Wow.
It's talking about sycophants who cheer politicians to their doom. So you see them clapping up and down. So it's a very short poem, very direct.
Wow. Yeah. You should read it. As a person who has rights to franchise, that's it, right? Yeah. You should read it. As a politician, you should read it. Yeah. As a youth, you should read it. As a person, as a human in general,
you should read it.
You should read it.
You should read it.
You should read it. You should read it. I'm putting on my Gbazakwin nature today. As you can see, the book cover color is the same with my dress. So who am I not to?
Yes,
Who am I not to? Okay. Now let's go ahead. This amazing writer has not just taken us out, taking us into the unknown, taking us out of the ordinary, into the extraordinary. He's also somebody who has gained a lot of recognition in the writing industry. He's somebody who has gained accolades, somebody who has impacted a lot of young people, taught them that anything is possible, that a young village boy can actually learn to read, learn to write, publish 7 books, have other books on seller that have not been published, and still chasing bigger dreams. He's a real definition of never give up for every young person. Now, the first on my list is actually, of him becoming the Assistant Secretary, Association of Nigerian Authors, Anna Imo State Chapter. It's not easy. Only the name alone, brings a lot of Imakandaibu vibes. Anna, hello, Association of Nigerian Authors. If you say it's easy, become an assistant secretary. Let us see you. This is me, Gbazakwin. Now the next award he has won is Best Literary Writer Award, ABSU, in 2015. Wow, I didn't know about this one.
Yes.
So it started way back.
Yes.
2015. Where was I?
Before I gained admission, I already published too.
Wow.
Yeah, so
Wow.
it was easy for them to figure me out, bring me out, and
Wow, this is amazing. This is amazing. Now, most of his works have also been published on newspapers, magazines, and all of that. Now, the first one is No Moonlight for Us. This was a letter, and it was published on Statesman newspaper, Sunday, May 8, 2022, page 12. So some of us actually have these newspapers, and you do not even know that your friend, your brother, your favorite writer was featured. So if you have it, kindly go there, take pictures, flaunt them, tag him on Facebook, Chukwuebuka Amaechi, and I'm sure he's going to definitely share. Now, another one that has been published is Winners Losses, which is a short story. It was published on Statesman newspaper, Sunday, November 20th, 2022, page 11. Go and check. Take pictures and tag Chukwuebuka Amaechi on Facebook. Another one is Tides and Seasons, which is a short story published on Statesman newspaper, Sunday, November 13th, 2022, page 11. OMG. Now, another one is The Police and I. Whoa! A creative anthology of tributes in honor of Mr. Charles Obiako, CSP RTD, page 46. Now let's talk about this particular one because it got my attention. The Police and I.
I think the Police and I is an anthology.
Okay.
Yeah. The title of my own work in the anthology is that Winners Losses.
Okay.
Why the title of the anthology is The Police and I.
So why did you dedicate it to this person, Mr. Charles Obiako?
Okay, I think former CSP police, right? Okay, I think one of our members, Mr. Mukent, I think that man was the in-law, or I don't know how he was related to him. So when the man died, then he called on all the writers to submit papers, articles for publication in the honor of the man. So it was an opportunity for us to give our honest opinion. Yes, on the police sector in Nigeria. So you need to see that collection. We bore our
Exactly.
minds.
I think this particular one goes for Nigerian youths. They would want to really read this because, I do not want to go deep because we are here for Gbazakwin, right? But I think you should read it. as a Nigerian youth, as a young man, as a police person, as a person in force generally, this book is for you, and I'm definitely sure you are going to love it. Another one is, this is not an award. This is more of a responsibility, even though it is something to, you know, be praised for. He is the founder. Whenever I hear founder, I just feel like it's a whole job. Let me Gbazakwin raise my the hand on my dress. It's not easy to be called founder. For you to actually be a founder, it means that you have a vision that you've tried to translate into reality. And we'll talk about this in a bit. He is the founder, Literacy for All Children Initiative. Wow. Mr. Ebuka, what inspired founding this organization?
The Literacy for All.
Yeah.
Okay. You know, there is nothing I say without talking about the village.
Okay.
No, there's
Yes,
nothing
you've told us.
and in truth, when you go to the village, you see a very sorry gap in education. The children who come from the village, who are intelligent, those ones are naturally gifted. But if you leave it by what they are being taught,
Yeah.
they are not being taught at all. They are not being taught. So it's an initiative to take reading back to them.
That's them.
Yes, to at least bring reading to their notice. It will surprise you. It will shock. I don't know the word to use to describe the situation there. So it is terrible. It is terrible. So the Literacy for All Children Initiative. So since I founded it, I think in 2019, with my friend, I must not forget to mention his name, John Bosco Ebomuchi. Because since I started that movement, he has always been with me. So he's also a co-founder in that respect. So usually 14th of every February, and that's Lovers Day, I instead of sitting back and waiting for a young woman to visit me and while away the time, I chose to use that moment to always visit schools. You know, but then the one for this year, I had to move it to another date, and it's still for due to the election in Imo State. So it is still on hold. That is to say, the one for this year isn't good, so it has been pushed for
So
next year.
what has been your biggest challenge in trying to get education to children in the village?
Poverty. A child who cannot, or a child who has parents who cannot afford footwear, a child who goes to school barefooted, you cannot even have the temerity to force that child to buy a book. When in truth, that child cannot even afford footwear. A child who falls sick in the middle of the class and inquiring about the child's condition, you discover that that child is hungry. That child goes to school with empty stomach. Then you cannot force such a child.
Such a child.
You see, so poverty is the biggest challenge in pushing literacy down to the grassroots. Poverty is a very big challenge.
So this is where everybody comes in. It's no longer just Mr. Chukwuebuka's vision. This is now what I call vision for all. I know that you can share this video to somebody who would see it and who really wants to help a lot of young children come out of poverty, especially when it relates to literacy and education for children. The go-to person is Mr. Chukwuebuka Amaechi, founder of Literacy for All Children initiative. Even though I'm not happy that this year's did not hold, but I believe that next year would give us better results, and it will only give us better results if all of us join forces together, right? So whatever you know you can do, please do not hesitate to do it. Not because you're doing it for anybody, but because of the young children's life you're going to change. If it's a book you can buy. If it's to support by buying Gbazakwin for at least 10 school children, you have done a bit to increase literacy. At least you've done more than 30%. If it's by reaching out in terms of alleviating poverty, food, because if a child is hungry, they literally cannot listen. If it's creating footwear, whatever it is, but I'm sure that Mr. Chukwuebuka is definitely going to update everybody once the project wants to keep up. Am I right?
Yeah, exactly.
So he's going to do well to update us all. Now, another amazing title he owns is he is the convener of Akukifu. He's also a bronze medalist Akwarandu Oratory Contest, East Coastal's Alvan 2016. He was a participant Ugumba Uchenwosu Agricultural Debate Competition for Imo State students, contested number 1 on September 11th, 2017. He was also the winner of Ikwa Kirikiri.
Ikwa Ikiri. Ikwa Ikiri. Ikwa Ikiri is to clear your voice like Ikwa. Ikwa Ikiri.
Did I just say Ikwa Kirikiri? He was the winner Ikwa Ikiri 2022. So at this point you forgive me because as an Igbo girl, not being able to pronounce that is Gbazakwin my Gbazakwin nature for tonight. And it was sponsored and hosted by Igbo Renaissance Forum. Okay, he is also the global ambassador Igbo Renaissance Forum. Now this is something he does for a living. He is the book reviewer Chidozie Chukwuebuka's Wriggling to Freedom, which was launched at Wayland Research Academy, Owerri on the 8th of October 2022. He was also the winner of Misfit Concept Writing in 2018. Wow. Oh my God. Mr. Ebuka, how do you manage all these titles?
Well, I wish they will translate to money as soon as possible. Titles are good, but then money is better.
Okay.
Yes. The titles should come later. Now we should be looking at income, because at the end of the day, if you have all these titles and you don't have money, you just fed into oblivion, because you need money to sustain titles. Yeah, so, and we are praying for that. We are making efforts. We are writing, and hopefully this is the 7th one. Maybe before we get to the 10th, we would have won something that would bring the money.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely.
That's
Definitely.
That's my prayer.
Yes. Now, we're still at the book launch for Gbazakwin 2023. Gbazakwin O'Clock. So if you haven't launched, I'm checking my comment section right away. If you haven't launched, I do not know why. Okay, by January 2024, the National Body of Anna will send in its token contribution. Congratulations, Anna President. Wow, amazing. Thank you so much, Anna, for supporting your own, for supporting Chukwuebuka, Amaechi. This support means a lot, not just to him, but also to the writers who believe in his success. Thank you so much. To everybody who's sending in their congratulations, thank you. The book launch hasn't actually ended. You can always reach out to Mr. Chukwuebuka to get a copy of Gbazakwin. Reach out to him on WhatsApp, reach out to him on Facebook, reach out to him via email. And also, Mr. Chukwuebuka is going to be dropping a link to his seller profile so that you can check out other books. Right now, we want to hear from him because I've been the one doing the talking. Without the baza, I've been the one talking, and I feel like he's so grateful to have everybody here today. So, Mr. Chukwuebuka, would like to hear you give your vote of thanks.
In Igbo, I want to hear and say, Obiham Mado, Obiham Kulewi. Obiham Kulewi. First of all, it's been a wonderful experiment online.
Yeah.
You know, the last time I tried launching online, it was in 2014. I tried it with that Peking. But then I was in the village, so network messed everything up.
Okay.
So I think this one has gone well, despite the challenges we had with Zoom. Yeah, that we had to revert to Facebook, but it has gone well. In order of appreciation, I cannot. There's no way I can do a proper placement as long as I didn't write it down. But there are a lot of people to acknowledge. You know, in Gbazakwin, I wrote acknowledgement page. But I was writing and writing. Each day, new name emerges in my mind. And when I remember, I say, what have you been thinking that you didn't include this person? I feel like if I go ahead to publish this with this acknowledgement, someday, some person will go to it and look for his name and he won't find it and it will come back. I decided to keep the acknowledgement for this one. Perhaps one day I will write a book and title it a book of acknowledgement. So that it
really nice.
Yes, so that maybe it will take me a year or two gathering names. A lot of people have helped me. I'm a product of people's benevolence. I must say this. A lot of people have really.
Thank you to everybody.
Yeah. My appreciation, my acknowledgement must start from Gbazakwin. Yeah. The encouragement, the support I received from Gbazakwin spurred me into getting this one ready. So I appreciate you, I acknowledge you who supported me when I launched Gbazakwin.
Was it Gbazakwin or
Akwaja? Sorry. From Facebook, WhatsApp, so many friends I've not seen before, but each time I put out a flyer there, you see people helping me to share. I appreciate you, I'm humbled by such gesture. I must then sincerely thank, especially my Oga, Honorable Ferdinand Ezalaka. I dedicated Gbazakwin to him because
wow.
he has taught me that long suffering is virtue. I don't know if you were the one I was telling the other time that each time I was broke, I would become depressed.
Yeah, I think something
before,
like that.
Before I became so close to my Oga, the being broke contributed to my depression level. I was almost always depressed because what I did do now, I was broke almost always too. But when I met him, he had to teach me that it is human nature. It is part of the struggle that you must bear it and then put up a bright face and continue. I appreciate him, and he has never held back in opening his fountain of knowledge to me. I must thank especially my uncle, Professor Zoma. He bought my form. Yes, he bought my form for masters in Uniport, and it's a gesture I do not take for granted. I thank him so much. In my family, I have a lot of almost everyone helps me. I have Uncle Jude, Ezedike, so you know I answer Amaechi, and you can see calling Ezedike. There are a lot of Ezedikes who help me. But I think maybe I'm a good person. I don't think there's anyone who has come in contact with me who refuses to help me. I have my own special boss, Chijo Obi Ezedike, and the elder brother Uche Ezedike, and then my honorable Chibike HF. they have been wonderful people. I have my Oga, Dr. Onyeka, SDK. I have my Oga again, Prof. But we call him Prof. You see, yes, GBK, SDK. It's also that GBK. Yeah, but that GBK knows the GBK I'm talking about now. SDK. So and there are a lot of others. You know, that's why I don't like calling names. And I've not even mentioned my own mother. My mother has been supportive. Wisdom here. Well, in this very project, Wisdom has supported more than another person. Wow. Maybe this program wouldn't have continued if not for Wisdom. And when it looked so bleak, and Wisdom is a student, so person coming out to say this, I don't know how I feel. It is nostalgic to think about it as a student has been supporting me this much. I don't know. Yesterday, after he sent me money, I was asking him, no, people were you see, he has been very supportive. And in my family again, I have our first daughter with the husband. Nobody knows, you know. I think in my home, they are one of the people we see as maybe being broke. But then she helps the most, you know. And then my cousin, Amaechi, see, the other time I was in Lagos and he hosted me sumptuously, and then he paid for all the bills accrued. And then the revelation of the year, I call him his prominence. High Chief Michael Ono.
Come on.
Edego is one of the richest people, the happening people in Nigeria. Yeah, he has been wonderful. He has been amazing. Each time he sees my WhatsApp status and sees those kind of emoji that suggest I'm dying, he responds. This year alone he has done an amazing things. Has done wonderful things for me, and I also visited him this year in Lagos. So he has been amazing. I recognize my friends from Amaechi State University, my friends from home. So many Kinsley, most especially, so many Kinsley has been wonderful. So many Kinsley is disabled. Yeah, but he commented that he's disabled. But I think what he lacks physically, what has endowed him mentally.
I like to say somebody is differently able.
Yeah,
so
he's differently able. Yes, he's been a wonderful friend. Then my friends from Amaechi State University, I've kept close contact with them. Then my friends from here in Owerri, Nadozie is there, Eda, Orch, they've been wonderful friends. Each time I come to Owerri, I don't struggle to find a place to stay because they are here. Victor is here, and Chibike, the other brother, they've been wonderful. There are other of my sisters, you know, my mom plenty.
I know.
So if they know I have them in mind. If I continue to mention names, I think the people, you can see there are a lot of people have even dropped data. So also another issue. So there are a lot of people. Then I acknowledge especially Honorable Tasmia Osoa. Honorable sent me 50K today. You see, it's been wonderful. And this year alone, maybe if I begin to calculate, it's getting close to 500,000 from Mother. You know, he's been wonderful. It's been wonderful. And on the low key, unannounced, you know, I have a lot of people who help me. I have a lot of them. Even I didn't know why I struggle to put it in the exact form, because I don't like to categorize help by people who give money and people who don't. Yeah. I see them myself. And I stopped acknowledging openly, but for this purpose I have to. So uncles, aunties, you bear with me, I'm acknowledging openly. My auntie Chinwe Abogo too. I haven't seen this auntie before, but there is no month she doesn't send me something. Minimum is 30K.
Thank you, auntie.
Auntie Chinwe, I'm so much grateful. And then Auntie Ijelin, that's if I've always said I want them to adopt me so that I will also answer their question. They've been a wonderful family.
I like the way you call everybody by name. They are so used to.
Yeah, they've been a wonderful family. They've been supportive, you know. So there are a lot of them. Then Chinwe also, I think Chinwe commented there, and she's also part of the video. Chinwe has also been a wonderful friend. The past 1 year I met Chinwe. Maybe she's been one of the best things You know, so more time now they will say I did romantic. If I begin to say the things, they're exactly the way I feel. People begin to, you know. So Chu has been one of the best things that happened to me in the last 1 year. She's been a wonderful friend. Then, so it's also important for the tanker to be tanked.
No, don't call me that.
Yeah.
Don't call me.
I've told you severally to remove the
That's my Facebook page, Uche, and my page.
So I thank members of Association of Nigerian Authors.
Definitely.
In the whole wide world, you cannot find a body like that. That is where I've seen the best humans. We quarrel, we make up, like you just get surprised. The kind of quarrel that can tear a home, that can break down association.
Give them their slogan now.
Anna is wonderful.
Yeah.
Anna is wonderful. Anna members, they know themselves. Abara, our chairman, Mr. Collins, Chief Base, they've been wonderful. Then Captain, recently, I think last weekend when I came to Owerri, it was Captain who hosted me, also a member of Association of Nigerian Authors. He hosted me sumptuously. HK, my brother, HK also received me when I came to Owerri. I don't know how to look back when I begin to acknowledge it. There are a lot of them. I have my big brother, he's an engineer. Ebu Pascal Wadiken. Ebu is in Port Harcourt. He has been wonderful. Has been helping me and helping me. Oh, I don't know. I don't wish to be so anymore. That's why I struggle to ensure that I don't go interfere. You can say I've almost taken 20 minutes of my day.
You have all the time.
So I thank you all. I thank you if I've not mentioned your name.
You did not call my name well. It's Deborah.
No, Deborah.
Deborah. Oh, hey, God.
You see?
After Gbazakwin, Jenga.
Yes. Nah, you see my hair now. I've been preparing for that. I'm no longer afraid of that. So I have a lot of wonderful people. Most especially if you were with me during Aquaja, please, I have you in mind. There is no way I can figure out these names. You know, there are people who have supported me intellectually, academically. There are people who have supported financially. There are people who have supported socially, emotionally. Yeah. You know, emotionally very important too. I think I should acknowledge this lady. Who again?
Why is it ladies? Is the only ladies that
you know we are using ring lights. Somebody gave me ring light to use free of charge. The same lady donated cake during Aquaja.
Yeah.
She's been wonderful. Precious at the moment. You know. You see, each moment I pause, I tend to remember them. So I think we will close it here. If I have not mentioned your name, please,
we'll add it to the comment section.
Please bear with me. I have you in mind. I'm grateful. And then please, Francis Opera. Francis has been wonderful as well. I met Francis from secondary school, though we were not very close then until when I went to blogging class in Quito, where he handled that class. Francis is now a big boy. He supported me handsomely when I launched the Aquaja. And in this one again, he was the first to launch this one. Wow. So it's been wonderful. I can't remember them all. I remember you from Nkwere. I have wonderful people from Nkwere. I also belong to the Youth Students Association there. They are wonderful. Even if you check comment for some of the people who have launched, they are from there. I also recognize the immediate past national president of Association of Nigerian Authors, the person of Dr. Kamil Soka, and then the current president of Association of Nigerian Authors, Mr. Akambi Osman. Thank you. I saw your comment. I'm most delighted and I'm grateful. Please, if you have not heard your name, bear with me. I done the best. Ishe Jula. Akwe hono camera tim sajiri hono eto no camera ke hundem jugo. So chana line take hanam ke ha. Awu ma no get on lewo mo na hom bia no na fire service ma wo Stacy ID ndem jugo akono na mo wa hara na Ishe Jule.
Don't worry.
Thank you so much. I'm grateful. I'm
grateful.
Oh, you bring it out.
You will bring your
Wow.
all your romantic girlfriends, they will bring you. What are you talking about?
Well, no, women are too jealous. When this one hears that this one is coming to them, this one will go even and give police money and tell them to keep that one. So I appreciate you all. My Facebook friends, you are wonderful. My new classmates in the University of Port Harcourt, wonderful people. Well, we are few, but I think almost all of them tuned into this program tonight. And we have not been together for up to 3 weeks. So.
Wow.
Yeah, they've been amazing. I think they're amazing.
This is amazing.
Yeah.
I want to say, he has said his own thank you, but as the host, I want to officially say thank you to everybody who joined, to everybody who commented. I need a last favor from you. Please go to the share button, kindly share this launch on your Facebook, type to your friends, tag your friends who you think will be interested in this book launch. In fact, it's for everybody. Tag people who can buy for their schools. Tag everybody. To everybody who supported the dream of this young champion. Are you young?
I'm young.
Okay.
Very young. Like my mother has just told me recently that in the next 15 years I should be thinking of marriage.
50? I wish you had the best. Thank you to everybody who supported his craft from day one. To mommies, daddies, friends, well-wishers, classmates. He loves you. We all love you. I remain your host, Uchechi Uchenna, also known as Debbie 7. Thank you.
Wonderful Uchechi.
Thank you so much.
Wonderful Uchechi.
And I think we've come to the end of the amazing Gbazakwin. Do well to get your copies. You can still order from him. If you also want, somebody to spice up your events, hosting and all of those things, and I'm your go-to person. Oh yeah.
If you contact me, it will be cheaper for you. If you contact me, I will easily link you to Uchechi so that it will be cheaper for you.
I don't understand.
Because of I'm a mother now. If you call Uchechi and say that Chukwuebuka sent you, Uchechi will not consider. Okay, okay, Gbazakwin. Okay, because of Gbazakwin, she will now remove
definitely
500. So from that 500, she will now remove. She will now give me 300 from the 500.
And give them 200 for transport.
And give the people back 200. You see?
Yes.
Thank you so much for being part of this program. I'm so much.
Another thing that is important. Please let us know what email address people can message you through.
Okay.
What business phone number they can message you through for WhatsApp.
Okay.
If you have Instagram accounts, please let us know.
Okay. When I upload when I share the video now,
okay,
then under the comment section I can now drop all the channels.
All right, that's amazing. He's going to send all his channels. Do well to check all his books on seller. And if you want to contact me for any of the hosting jobs, I can drop my business number around.
Yeah, you can.
080 321 551 54. Uchechi.
And you didn't tell them you are single also. Uchechi is also single now. Very right. When I look at her, I remember the drawing in that woman in her prime. She looks like that woman. In a woman in her prime.
I don't remember the picture. I hope it's fine.
It's fine. The picture itself.
Meanwhile, let's not start with the single aspect.
But she's single.
Leave the single now.
This is Christmas. If there is your rich cousin or brother.
No, we're not doing rich cousins. We've come to the end of Gbazakwin.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
See you.
Amen.
Bye.
Yeah. It's a little below.
Have you ended it?
And then when I finish. Yes, I'm putting up my channels. I'm not sure. We don't hit a little here. You want to go?
I'm done.
It's just happening with that. The Facebook is still on, right? So
yes, sir.
I spoke that before you. I don't know why they can't I spoke that I spoke that now.
That's a listen by shift to that time, so. I'm by shift to that time. Ready to go.